Learn with Coach Princess.
Ndewonu Umuoma. You're welcome to another beautiful time with your amazing children's coach, Princess Enyinna-Okoro from Kids Igbo Academy. In a fun, interesting, and engaging manner. As always, we've brought you another special episode where we get to learn Igbo using a story, a very interesting story that will sharpen your Igbo skills and also shape your character. Now, before we talk about the story, you know all those things we like for you to do. I want you to go right now to this video, like it, share it to your friends and family, comment on it when you're done watching, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, I want you to do it now. This is the best time for you to actually start to subscribe so that you are always aware when we post things that will benefit you and improve your Igbo language skill. Have you done it? I believe you have. Now, the story for today, as you can already see from the thumbnail, is titled Ifunanya. Ifunanya is an Igbo word that means love. Sometimes people bear the name Ifunanya. I want you to tell me what you think. Take a quick guess. Do you think the Ifunanya in today's story would actually be the name of a person? Or do you think it's going to be an action of love? Do you think it's going to be an event that marks love? What do you think? Write it in the comment section. And when you hear the story, I want you to tell me if you were correct or if you missed it by just a little tiny bit. Before we get into our story proper, as we always do, we're going to start with some keywords. We often learn some keywords that we will still encounter in the story, but those keywords add to our vocabulary and they actually contribute to our Igbo learning experience. The first keyword for today would be ngalonu. Say it with me. Ngalonu. And ngalonu here is the Igbo word that means expensive. When something is expensive or is costly, we call it ngalonu. All right, so that's what we mean. Now, using it in a sentence, I can say akwam de ngalonu. It could mean, or rather, it means my clothes is expensive. Let me say it again. Akwam de ngalonu. My clothes is expensive. The second keyword we're learning for today would be Ola Olu necklace. Say with me, Ola Olu necklace. Just like this one I have right here. This is my own Ola Olu for today, right? Our model sentence can be Ola Olum na chocha. Again, Ola Olum na chocha. And that would mean my necklace is white. That is my own model sentence, and I hope you can also make yours, all right? The third keyword we're going to learn today would be Olanti earring. Olanti earrings. Do you see? Now, how do we make a sentence with the word Olanti? My sentence is Enwerem Olanti abụọ. I have 2 earrings. Enwerem Olanti abụọ. I have 2 earrings. Is that okay? And then the final keyword we're learning for today would be meme. Meme. Meme is the word for party. Like, you know, an event, an occasion, or anyị na-aga mmemme. My model sentence is anyị na-aga mmemme. Say it again, anyị na-aga mmemme. And that means we are going for a party. Yay! All right, so that's it for the keywords. Remember these keywords. You see the way I use them, add them to your Igbo vocabulary and begin to say them. When you want to talk about party, earrings, necklace, or expensive, make sure you say it in Igbo. You have learned it now. It's time for you to start implementing. Okay, I believe you will do that. Now let's get into the story proper. Ifeoma na Ifunanya bụ enyi. Ifeoma and Ifunanya are friends. Ifeoma si n'ezinụlọ ndị ọgaranya. Ifeoma is from a wealthy family. Mana ezinụlọ Ifunanya abụghị ezinụlọ ndị ọgaranya. But Ifunanya's family is not a wealthy family. So we see two friends, Ifunanya and Ifeoma. While Ifeoma is the girl, the rich girl that has all the good, beautiful things, Ifunanya, on the other hand, is not so wealthy, right? Her family is not so wealthy. Na ncheta ụbọchị ọmụmụ Ifeoma, o zigara Ifunanya ozi ka ọ bịara ya mmemme, ka o soro na mmemme ya. When it was time for Ifeoma's birthday party, like a day for her to, celebrate her birthday, she sent an invite to Ifunanya so that Ifunanya comes to be a part of her party. Ifunanya chọrọ ịga kama onweghị akwa ọhụrụ ọ ga-eyi. Ifunanya wanted to go for the party, but she didn't have any new clothes to wear. Ọ maghịkwa onyinye ọ ga-enye Ifeoma. She also didn't know what gift to give to Ifeoma, the celebrant, the one that was having the birthday party. So it kind of got her worried, right? Not having a new clothes to wear, not knowing the gift to give, got her worried. O mechara were otu akwa o nwere dee ya nke ọma maka na ọ bụ otu ezigbo akwa o nwere. Eventually, she was able to take one of her clothes and then she ironed it neatly because that was one of the good clothes that was presentable. Do you understand? And that was one of the clothes that was presentable that she actually had. Mgbe ọ na-enwe nchegbu maka onyinye ọ ga-enye Ifeoma, nne ya gwara ya echegbula onwe ya. When she was worried about the gift she was going to give Ifeoma, her friend, her mom had to encourage her. Her mom told her not to be worried about it. Ọ gwara ya legharịa anya na ọ ga-ahụ ihe ọ ga-enye enyi ya. Her mom told her to look around, that if she looked around carefully, she was going to find something that she could give her friend. Mgbe emechara, Ifunanya ji aka ya mere Ifeoma ọla olu na ọla ntị maka na onweghị ego ọ ga-eji gotere ya onyinye dị ngala ọnụ. Eventually, Ifunanya was able to make a necklace and an earring because she was crafted. She was skilled. She was skilled in crafts and handcraft and making things with her hands. So she was able to use that skill to make something out, made a beautiful necklace, made a beautiful earring, just like you can see on your screen for her friend. Mgbe Ifunanya rutere n'ụlọ Ifeoma, o nyere ya onyinye ya. When Ifunanya got to Ifeoma's house, she gave her her gifts. Ifeoma ji obi ụtọ nara ya. Ifeoma was so happy to receive that gift. Ọ gwara Ifunanya sị, onye ọbụla nyere m onyinye dị ngala ọnụ, mana onweghị onye nyere m ihe o ji aka ya mee. So her friend Ifeoma said to her, Ifunanya, everyone else gave me expensive gifts, but nobody gave me something that they took their time to make by themselves. Ọ bụ naanị gị ezigbo enyi m nyere m onyinye nke aka gị. Daalụ rinne. She also told her friend and said it was just you that gave me a handcrafted gift. Thank you very much. So her friend valued it. Site n'ụbọchị ahụ, Ifunanya matara na Ifeoma kpọrọ ya mmadụ ma hụ ya n'anya. From that day, Ifunanya realized, she reaffirmed that her friend Ifeoma valued her. She also realized that her friend loved her. Ifeoma marakwa na Ifunanya bụ ezigbo enyi. So Ifeoma also learned from that day too that her friend Ifunanya was a good friend who can go the extra mile to actually make her happy. Ha abụọ were makụọ onwe ha, and the both of them gave each other a hug. Now, let's go to the lessons we have learned. Ihe mmụta. Before I tell you the things that I want to share with you, from my own end, I want you to write it in the comments. Some of you don't write in the comments, and you're wrong. Write in the comments. When I say write it, I want you to write it. Literally write what you learned. When you hear a story, there are many perspectives to the story. There are many lessons you can learn. Of course, I'm going to share my lessons, but beyond my lessons, I know you can learn something different, or you can even learn the same lessons I learned or I shared with you, but you can say it in a different way, and we all get to benefit from it. So do it right now. Put it in the comments. My lesson number 1. Elelila onwegi anya. I'll say it again. Elelila onwegi anya. It means do not look down on yourself. Do not look down on yourself. There will always be somebody maybe finer than you, wealthier than you, prettier than you, or has something else more than you. There will always be that person, but never compare yourself to somebody else. Talk more of looking down on yourself. And that was something beautiful about Ifunanya. Ifunanya never looks down on herself. She never thought of herself as unworthy to have such a kind of friend. She never thought of herself as a poor girl or as someone that didn't have a lot of money. She still saw herself as valuable. For some of you, you may have friends in your school that want you to begin to look down on yourself because of your skin color. Maybe because they are fair, or because of your hair texture, or because of your height, or because of your body shape, your body size. You must remember to not look down on yourself for any reason. Okay, you are good enough just the way you are. You are valuable, you have self-worth, and you are very important. It doesn't matter what your family status is. It doesn't matter what you have or don't have. You must remember that you are valuable. Somebody say, I am valuable. Good, I believe you said it. I am valuable. I want you to always see yourself as a valuable person. Don't allow anything or anyone to make you think less of yourself. Okay? Good. Lesson number 2. Onye ọbụla nwere ihe ọ ga-enyenwu. Onye ọbụla nwere ihe ọ ga-enyenwu. And what that means is that everyone has something they can give. Everyone has something they can give. In our part of the world, so there are lots of people that think they don't have anything to give. They prefer to receive and receive and receive because they feel entitled. They have a mindset of a receiver. I want you to begin to see yourself as a giver, as someone that has something to give. You may not have the expensive things to give, just like Ifunanya didn't have. But when she was able to look at herself, she saw value in herself. She remembered that she had a skill. And with that skill, she was able to make something for her friend. That's a very healthy mindset. And that's the kind of mindset I want all of you to have. The mindset that sees yourself as capable, that sees yourself as worthwhile, as somebody that is valuable and has something to offer. All right, even if you don't have money, you have words. You can give your words of encouragement, you can give your time, you can give a helping hand, you can give anything. All right, see yourself as a giver, as someone that has something worthwhile, something valuable to offer to their family, to offer to their friends, to offer to the world at large. In your family, begin to contribute meaningfully. If there are chores to be done, help out. If there are things that somebody needs and you can afford it, give it to them. Become a giver and tell yourself, I have something to offer. Say it again. I have something to offer. If Ifunanya did not see herself as valuable, she would just keep feeling sorry for herself. Everybody's going for the party. Everybody's wearing new clothes. I'm just wearing this one I had before. But she saw that even though that was not a new clothes, it was good enough. She ironed it, she made it beautiful, and she got ready for the party. That's the same spirit you should have. Don't look down on yourself for any reason, and always see that you have something to offer. Okay? Don't be part of the pity party. Don't join pity parties, all right? Good. Lesson number 3. Mepee ọnụ gị kwuo ihe na-akpa gị. Learn to share with a trusted person. In English, we say a problem shared is a problem half solved. When Ifunanya was worried, oh my goodness, what am I going to do about this? What will I do about the gift? She was thinking about it. It took her mom coming to advise her. Imagine if she didn't share with her mom. Her mom won't know how to help her. When you're going through trying times, or you're worried about something, or you're sad about something, learn to talk to trusted adults like your mom, like your dad, like your coaches, mentors, counselors, someone that you know is trustworthy and has good values that can guide you. Do you understand? Don't keep things to yourself. Don't bottle things up. Don't always stay expecting people around you to probably just figure out what you're going through. Sometimes they need you to open up, speak out, tell them, communicate, and say, this is what I need. Can you tell me what to do? Can you help me with this? Let people encourage you. Always share your problem with the right person. With the right person, emphasis on the right person, because it's not everyone that is fit for you to actually take advice from and listen to. All right, I believe you have learned something from this episode. Yeah, I am sure. If you've not liked, if you've not shared, if you've not subscribed, you know you're wrong. You know. So do it now. And don't forget to leave your comments. If you want to have classes, we teach Igbo, we break it down. We take you step by step until you begin to show progress in your Asusu Igbo. All you need to do is to look at the email address displayed on your screen right now. Look at the email address displayed on your screen and immediately send us a message. We're going to take it up from there. We know how to help you, and we're here to help you. Help if it's your child, if it's your parent, if it's your spouse that needs Igbo for any reason. We are the go-to people, and we're here to help you. Till I come your way next time, don't forget, na asokwa Igbo, makana gini Igbo amaka. Once again, my name is Coach Princess Enyinna-Okoro. Howdy.
Learn with Coach Princess.